Carbon can be found anywhere, and it is one of the most essential elements here on Earth. Along with many elements, carbon has its own cycle that transports itself in the atmosphere, geosphere, biosphere, and hydrosphere. Carbon cycle occurs in the biosphere through photosynthesis and returns to the atmosphere through animal respiration. Carbon cycle also occurs in the geosphere when organisms decompose and release carbon to the soil. Our focus is the carbon cycle in the hydrosphere. The biological pump describes the marine processes that is involved in the carbon cycle that occurs in the hydrosphere. The biological pump is responsible for the carbon dioxide to be transported and sequestered from the atmosphere to the deep ocean. The biological pump is also a powerful regulator of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, and it serves an importance to any global climate forecast. The pumping downward of biogenic carbon in the ocean occurs because of the actions of six biological carbon pumps, namely the biological gravitational pump that seeks biogenic particles in the ocean due to gravity. The physical driven pumps, namely the mixed layer pump that refers to the trainment of biogenic materials seasonally following the mixed layer dynamic shifts. Any subduction pump that is caused by the advective transport downward by small-scale intense velocities, and large-scale subduction pump that is caused by the advective transport downward by large-scale weak velocities and is related with Ekman pumping. The animal-driven pumps are caused by zooplanktons and larger animals that vertically migrates both diurnal and seasonal.
It is said that all serious threats to water resources are primarily caused by human activity. Sediments from farming, clearing forests, road building, and mining causes sediments to fall into bodies of water. The sediments can, in turn, cause harm to the surrounding environment. Plants and animals can drink from the rivers, intoxicating them and the fish that live in the bodies of water. Sediments in water also reduce the amount of sunlight that can go through the water. Pollution also plays a big part in threatening bodies of water. Water pollution can be caused by industrial wastes, sewage, and sediments falling into bodies of water. Factories and vehicles emit various pollutants that can travel for a long time before falling to the ground. These emissions can affect forests and lakes, damaging the ecosystem. It was said that water pollution saw a significant increase during the Industrial Revolution because of factories and industries releasing pollutants directly at bodies of water. Excessive usage of water is another threat caused by humans. Bodies of water all over the world are drying up due to too much water being drawn. Water is being used faster than it can be replenished. Many bodies of water like lakes, rivers, and inland seas are shrinking at an alarming rate.
Invasive species have the potential to extirpate wildlife and ecosystems, reduce biodiversity, compete with native creatures for scarce resources, and modify environments. This has the potential to have significant economic consequences as well as fundamental disturbances to the maritime and Great Lake environments. Invasive species can be transported to a new location by ocean-going ships, the planned and unintentional discharge of aquatic species, aquatic specimens or baits, and other techniques. Carbon cycling in between land and the air is an important mechanism in regulating the climate and Earth's temperature. Marine mammals and freshwater fish operate as nutrients translocators in aquatic environments, eating deep sea species and excreting nutrients near the surface. The presence of nutrients in surface water encourages phytoplankton production, drawing carbon dioxide from the air into the water column. The lack of predators in either of these systems may enhance CO2 emission or decrease the possibility for CO2 collection.
Have you ever wondered how photosynthesis occurs in oceans? These are made possible by phytoplankton, a microscopic marine algae, or a plankton consisting of microscopic plants that assimilate carbon dioxide and nutrients into organic carbon, and release oxygen in oceans through the process of photosynthesis. These phytoplankton experience multiple, simultaneous, and interacting changes in their environment, which affect their primary production, community composition, and the carbon cycle where they are given utmost importance to. The underlying mechanisms and their role for evolutionary responses remain elusive, but are essential for predicting how phytoplankton respond to climate change. Controls on dynamics, nutrient fluxes, and temperature heavily influence their growth rate and primary production. They grow rapidly, may they be exposed to more light in areas of shallow mixed layers or in deep mixed layers where nutrients are entrained from below.